Hello again, everyone. Scoons Comics here with another exciting, oh so thrilling comic book haul. Yes. Wow. This may be the longest gap I've had between videos. Just been a long time. Many things have happened. Been very busy. Gosh. So my comic collection is still scattered throughout the house. So putting together a video has been a little bit more of a challenge. I'm doing this right now. I have the house to myself for a rare morning, and I'm enjoying my coffee. Coffee. And I'm doing some bagging and boarding, which I have not done in a long time, where all around me is just chaos and bags, old bags and boards, new bags and boards, comics, my poor dog, all kind of stuff. But I've been meaning to make a video, and it's quiet for a second, and I said, well, let me just take some of this stuff that I'm bagging and boarding, and I'll try to show it. So we'll do that. And you know, I'm looking in my background now, and up on this shelf, that is a box of Arm & Hammer baking soda, because a skunk sprayed our dog quite a while back now, but cleaned everything and cleaned and re-cleaned and cleaned again and threw a bunch of things out. But, you know, we like to keep baking soda around to absorb some of the skunkness. So that's fun. But that could probably go down, but I'm just going to leave it there for now. Anywho, let's see, where am I going to start with? So, the fiance and I took a trip to Milwaukee, Wisconsin a while back. Gosh, I'm so far behind. I'm going to be like Captain Strangelove. Captain Strangelove, one of my favorite YouTubers, Hans, love him. But a lot of my favorite videos of him is just him sitting in the super cluttered room, just kind of looking around. He's like, what am I going to show? And then he'll bust out like a Marvel Spotlight #5, just unbagged. He's like, oh yeah, this is here. I love it. I got nothing quite that good. But we were in Milwaukee, ended up at a local bookstore there, hotter than blazes, looking for comics. And I found this opened set. Superman Doomsday. What did I pay? $6. And these are all, since it's open, I can just take them out of here. Oh, what's up? Oh, they're all DC Universe logo variants. Yay! So I'll bag and board those up. That's really cool. I likes that. Cool. There's the 3 issues. So I knew those were DCU books, so I was happy to find those. You know what I was not happy to do was yesterday, I got the weekend to myself. The house is empty. Really rare for me. And of course I was like, I gotta hunt for comic books. What am I gonna do? Do I want to drive 3.5 hours north to a comic book convention? That might be real hit or miss. You know what? There's a half-price books, and I've had such luck at my local half-price books. There's a half-price books in Fort Wayne, Indiana. Let me go there. It's like an hour and a half away. No problem. Drove out there. I have never been to a more expensive round of comic books. They're ridiculous. Stuff that just came out, stuff that had, you know, retailed for $4. They had it marked for $5. That's certainly not half price. But then they had others, so I'm getting annoyed at this whole place. I'm annoyed that I drove out there. I'm not finding anything. But then I find they had a clearance section, and I found these 2 books for $1 each. Go figure. The Ringo Kid #3, Bronze Age Marvel. Really beautiful shape. I know there's a glare, bear with me. But I mean, that was $1. That was $1, but they had a copy of X-O Manowar 0 for $15. X-O Manowar 0 wasn't worth $15 when it came out in the 90s. And then they had Ringo Kid #3. Or 2. #2 and #3. $1 each. $2. That's all I bought from this place. Was that worth the drive? Probably not. But I got a couple of Bronze Age Marvel books. You know what? I was going to complain. I had the whole intention of being a Kevin, a Karen, and going up to the staff at this half-price books and like, who's pricing your comics? What is this? Who's doing this? But it was just some poor lady working there she's basically a kid. She's, you know, just trying to handle the Saturday rush. And I wasn't going to pest. I was not going to make her life any better, nor the store any better, by complaining about the price of their comic books. So whatever. I got a nice drive, and I picked these two up for $2. So that's nice. I don't even know where I got this. That's how long ago I've done these videos, but I know I haven't shown it. Where Monsters Dwell 23. I think I picked this up at a really tiny convention in Michigan City, Indiana. I think that's right. But I know I love the Bronze Age Marvel reprint books. I know I didn't have this one. Don't these books just make you happy? Like, is there what? It's Sunday morning. I'm bagging bronze books. I got a coffee. Well, that's good coffee. Hold on one second. Okay. You know, real quick, this is not a comic, but I have this sitting here because I was thumbing through it this morning. At my local bookstore, I found, I'm a wrestling fan. I love old school wrestling. I love reading wrestler biographies because, you know, classy. But here's one of Bruno Sammartino, wrestling greats in the 70s. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but I saw this and it was a couple of bucks, and then I cracked up because it's autographed. So that's awesome. This big like wrestling legend autographed biography for, I think I paid $3. Bruno Sammartino, autographed book, $3. That's a good day. You know what else I got there? I got, this was only $5. Jack Kirby's New Gods trade paperback. I think this is the first 11, the first 11 issues. And then the Hunger Dogs graphic novel, which wraps up the storyline, which is not so good. But I've never read these. So to get these in a nice paperback form for $5, yeah. I'd meant to read that this weekend, but I've been just busy doing other stuff, man. But today I got nothing going on. So I'm going to bag and board and read some comics and enjoy some Jack Kirby. I picked these up, my local half-price books. These are all $1.50 each. Justice League America 103. This is a lot of fun. This features that, what is it? The Halloween parade up in New England area in the 60s and 70s where everybody would dress up. It's basically Comic-Con cosplay before that was a thing. Rutledge Halloween Parade, I think. Len Wein is the writer here, and he features this festival, which is a real thing. This also has like a bunch of parodies of people in costume as Marvel characters. There's Spider-Man in here, there's Thor, and it's them. Like, they're in costume, they're a little baggier and crappier, but it's clearly Spider-Man, Thor, and Captain America. So this is a lot of fun. For $1.50, that's a really cool book. Got a run of Justice League here. Justice League 104 and 105. I think this is the elongated man joins the team. And then 106. None of these are in perfect shape, and I'm not going to apologize for the glare, because what are you going to do? I haven't shot a video in 17 years. You get a little glare. Sorry. Justice League. Then I had 2 keys in this run from half-price books, but these are really beat up. Flash 165, The Wedding of... God, is there a good spot anywhere? Let's try this. That's better. Let's do that. The Wedding of Bart Allen and Iris West. And then, oh no, Flash 275, The Death of Iris West. Getting married, getting dead. That's a shame. That's a shame. I remember this was in the Wizard magazine when they would highlight, what would they call it? Not keys to get, but like good and cheap, maybe it was the section. But I remember this cover being featured, and I was like, oh, I should get that book one day. And then a trillion years later, I pick it up. I got these 2 from a local comic show. That same one, I think I got the Where Monsters Dwell. From Atlas Comics, Marvel Comics' goofy little cousin. Atlas Comics number 3, Atlas Comics Planet of the Vampires number 3. These books are so goofy, but I enjoy collecting them a great deal. And then Police Action number 1, featuring Lomax, NYPD. Lomax. My next dog, naming Lomax. Man, look at this sucker that I found at the Half Price Books. It's chewed up, but it is Jack Kirby goodness. The Fighting Forces 153 featuring the Losers. Jack Kirby doing a war book. What are you gonna do? It's amazing. It's so good. And the fact that these things, I can find them for $1.50 from time to time is so cool. Come on. I don't care what kind of day you're having. Doesn't that just make you smile? Man, I got this one in Milwaukee too. I think this is a German edition. I don't know what this is. Superman Batman. Some kind of German edition. It was in a dollar bin. And I have very few foreign books, so that was a wacky find. Look at this. This still has a price tag on it. This has got some water damage. It's been written on. But it is Jack Kirby's Forever People #9 that I picked up for $1.50. I can't turn down Bronze Age Kirby for $1.50. That's a reader copy right there. Again, you know, I love comics because I'm always finding new stuff that I didn't know existed. Here is Daredevil 208 Newsstand Edition with a Harlan Ellison story in it. I've not read this yet because I'm behind on all my reading. But yeah, $1.50, yeah. Here was a random key that I found at the Half Price. X-Men 53. I believe this is the first full appearance of Onslaught, which spoke to my 90s heart. I never find issues of Marvel's The Gargoyles in the wild, but here I found issue... the heck issue number is this? I don't see the issue number. Number 10. See, it's hiding right there in the corner. It's messed up. But anyway, this book is always hard to find, so if I ever find them in the wild, I'll pick it up for $1. Oh, man. I got some, I love promotional comics. And this is one of my favorite athletes of all time. My favorite baseball player growing up was Nolan Ryan. And here he is with Tony the Tiger. For this is Tales spotlighting Nolan Ryan from DC Comics. So I got this from the local comic shop, I think, for $4. I don't know. It's a comic book, Nolan Ryan. I'll get that every time. And I also found Superman #1 for the animals. Because, you know, Superman loves the animals. And I don't know about this. I'm sure the Professor Metarog, he would know all about this. He probably has a video on this and I just haven't seen it. Celebrate the Century Superhero Stamp Album. Book #1. That is cool. And then, you know, I'm getting down to nitty gritty here. At a local convention, I got the first one of these that I've ever had, and I've always wanted one. This is Marvel Triple Action #29, but it's a 30-cent edition. So this is a variant. This was only released in certain markets of the country. Metarog has several great videos about these kind of comics, and you can research it. But when Marvel was looking to up the price on some of their books, they decided to test it out in certain markets in the country. And I couldn't tell you exactly where anymore. Certain regions of the country got 30-cent increases. And this was one. So I've never picked one of these up. So I got this for like, I don't know, $7. Local show. Really cool. But I got a deal on that because I bought this for $40. Golden Age, Captain Midnight, #39. This isn't on the comic, that's just on the bag. I need to get new Mylar. But this is like my 3rd or 4th issue of Captain Midnight now, and I love these Golden Age books when I can get them for cheap. So, got this for $40. Yeah. Oh, that's so cool. I like it. And You know, my friend Jim sent me some comics in the mail, just some goodies, some random Superman stuff and some romance comics that were all just kind of beat up and not bagged and boarded. But in that, and I've cleaned this up a lot, best I can, dry cleaning wise, in that was Popular Teenagers number 7, featuring a beautiful LB Cole cover. I mean, this goes for some cash. Jim, thank you so much for sending this my way, but like, this thing's gorgeous. Look at the colors on this. It still pops so much. When I got this, it was all colored in pencil. Like, she was all penciled in, and the letterhead was, and I had to clean that up as best I could. But wow, freebie LB Cole cover. Oh, man. And last but not least, I just got this the other day. My father had me looking for some information about old Notre Dame football from like the 40s. And I knew one of my, Tara, my fiance, she's actually doing the research and getting the information he wants because she's smart and useful and can find these things. I just look for comic books and stuff. I was at the local antique mall and I knew they had a large Notre Dame section. Going through that, I've been in this antique mall a trillion times and I've exhausted their comic collection, but I'm going through all their sports stuff and lo and behold, and this is in a top loader I need to change out, but I found Sports Stars number 1 from 1949. Oh, that logo. That's Marvel Comics right there. That's Golden Age first issue. This was $25. It's complete. It's got a bad spine roll. Look at that. But I went on my lunch hour and I found the first issue of a Golden Age timely comic. Marvel comic. Wow. And that is a hodgepodge of books, people. I am still bagging and boarding. Maybe I'll get you another video. I don't know. We'll see. But I am alive. I am well. I still try to post on Instagram much more frequently than I'm doing on YouTube, unfortunately. I'll try to get better. I'm going to figure out a system here. I don't know. But I still watch everybody. And please watch mine, comment, subscribe. And I will see you all as soon as I can. Be well.